Hi everyone, my name is Duncan, and today we are going to explore the Dungeons & Dragons kit. We will look at what's included in the kit and how to set it up. This kit is intended for ages 12 and up and includes everything you need to run a successful Dungeons & Dragons campaign. Let's take a look at what's inside the kit. So the first thing you'll find is a copy of the PLS lending policy. We have 6 players' handbooks, so every player can have their own. There is the Dungeon Master's Guide, the Monster Manual, and the Dungeon Master's Screen, which folds open and close like this. We've also included 3 different campaign books. So we have The Curse of Strahd, Tales from the Yawning Portal, and Ghosts of Saltmarsh. We've included character sheets and additional resources such as cheat sheets in the kit. We have 6 sets of polyhedral dies, and they're all different colors. And then 1 dice block, and this one has 36 tiny die inside. There's also a vinyl mat, which you can play on, as well as a set of water-soluble pens and unscented wipes for the pens. Let's take a look at how to run a basic campaign. Dungeons & Dragons is all about storytelling. To play, you can follow this simple 3-step formula. The first step is the setup. First, you will need to determine a Dungeon Master. The Dungeon Master will use the following items to narrate the story and describe the environment the players are in. They do this using the Dungeon Master's Screen, the Dungeon Master's Guide, the Monster Manual, and campaign books. For example, the Dungeon Master, or DM, might create a campaign where the characters enter a cave. Inside the cave, there's a treasure chest on the left and a sleeping monster on the right. It is then up to the characters to decide what action they take. Step 2 is the decision. Players need to create their characters using the character sheets included in the kit. This will help players make decisions based on the story the DM is telling. You can use the character sheets to determine things like strength, weaknesses, backstory, and attacks. Using numbers, this is a really basic way to think about what kind of strengths your character might have. So in our current game, you might consider sneaking past the monster to get to the treasure if your character has a low stealth stat, or maybe you attack because your strength is high. Alternatively, you could decide to retreat, avoiding the situation altogether. Step 3 is the result. Once a player makes a decision on their action, you will use the die to determine the results. Typically, you use a 20-sided die, where the higher the number, the better the outcome. The lower the number, the worse the outcome. The die can also be used for combat. So in this situation, we've decided to attack the monster. Rolling a higher number against a lower number will result in a victory. Once the dice is rolled and the outcome is determined, the DM will describe what happened as a result of the die roll. Then it's back to the player to choose an action, and so on and so forth, continuously repeating. This is a quick recap of the steps. Most often, you will be repeating between steps 2 and 3, decisions and results. Remember, Dungeons & Dragons is all about imagination and storytelling. There is no correct way to play the game, and the worlds you create are completely up to you. We are currently planning for more detailed instructions on our PLS YouTube channel. To pack up, please double check that all contents are returned to the kit. If you notice anything missing or damaged, please contact Duncan and we will see that they are replaced and dealt with. To request the kit, please check the current procedures on the PLS website under Programming Kits. If you want to learn more about the kits or have ideas for future kits, you can contact me at dlatosky@peacelibrarysystem.ab.ca. Thanks.